Robinson. And first question from Sean Callahan, Husker Online.
Hey, Ty, just curious, where do you think you've made the most gains as a player just year over year?
Yeah, the most gain I think I made is my football IQ. Going under Ben Stilley, he's kind of took me under his wing to kind of help me understand the game better, and so now I'm able to kind of read the offense a little bit better and make better decisions based off that.
What is your first choice if you could play D end or on the inside at the nose tackle?
It really doesn't matter at this point. I'm trying to gain experience at both positions. I feel like it's better to be versatile than just be a master at one position. So I definitely feel like I bounce back and forth. So I feel like that's a better experience for myself than just playing one position.
Brian Christofferson. Go ahead, Brian.
Hey, Ty, you got in there at the end of the season last year against some good competition and good O-lines in Wisconsin and Iowa in particular. How much did that help you just to, dip your toes in the water before going into this season where you're going to see good teams right off the bat?
Yeah, it finally made me realize I wasn't in high school anymore, playing against these grown men. Uh, and I also realized that I can't really rely on my talent anymore. It's a lot more technique and knowing what's going on and what's going to happen. So it definitely helped me open my eyes up to see the bigger picture of what I needed to get better at.
Omaha World Herald, Sam McEwen.
Hey Ty, thanks for doing this. Question about Coach T. Where has he challenged you maybe the most as a player, and how would you describe his coaching style and how you had to adjust to it or what you've learned from it in the first year or so?
Yeah, so really, it's really just based on the little things for me. I have a lot to learn still, but he gives me kudos when necessary. But I feel like he always sees something that I could work on better. His quote is always good, better, best. So you might have a good play, but it could be better. So I feel like that's how it is with every play. You can have a good play, a great play, but you can always have a better play. So I feel like that's his kind of coaching mentality towards us going forward.
Who are the leaders in your room now that the twins and Darian have graduated?
Yeah, I'd say it'd have to be Ben Stilley, Damian Daniels, and DeAndre Thomas. I feel like those guys have big voices in the D-line room. But we kind of all we're so close and have great chemistry with each other. I feel like we all kind of have our own little input to how things go. But, I mean, if a big decision is going to happen, it's definitely going to be those three.
Parker Gabriel, Lincoln Journal-Star.
Hey Ty, I'm curious. You said you've been sort of under Ben Stilley's wing. So what, like, in particular, what do you like about the way Ben plays, or what have you learned from him, and how do you sort of pick those things up when
Yeah, so every day we've been watching film after practice, and he's kind of helped me understand from like why I should do this technique over this technique, or why I should make this decision over this decision. And then, like I said earlier, just knowing an offense, knowing how to cheat alignments, or knowing where to go is a lot better. So he's definitely helped me heighten my football IQ.
WOWT, Joe Nugent.
Hey, Ty. No doubt it's going to be a unique year inside Memorial Stadium without any fans, but everybody has the opportunity today to purchase a cutout of himself, a photograph of some sort. So as a player, I mean, how much do you think you're going to appreciate it when you go out there and you'll see, thousands of Husker fans with them being there without actually being there?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea, but I think the fans are what make Memorial Stadium special on Saturdays. It definitely gets my energy up knowing that the fans are there cheering us on no matter what. So, I mean, it's a good idea, but it's not the same.
Evan Bland, Omaha World Herald.
Hey Ty, just curious, how far you feel like you've come physically since last off season, just in terms of what your weight is, how much you're lifting, maybe just put in perspective how far you've come in the last handful of months.
Yeah, so it helps when you work out with Coach Duvall and under his strength staff. I feel like I've definitely had big jumps in the weight room, and it's definitely been put out in the field. But to thank for that, I have Chris Walker and Damian Jackson. They took me as their workout partners, and I mean they just go crazy in the gym. So for them, I'm thankful for that, and I just feel like my physicality has gotten a lot better too, and I'm a lot stronger, and I can take on these bigger guys in their blocks.
Kevin Suits, Channel 1011.
Hey, Ty, your teammates were saying how you guys have gone live over the past few days. How much has that maybe allowed you to showcase your full potential and maybe create some separation as you battle for a position, just knowing that you can show your full skill set and get down to the trenches and be pretty physical?
Yeah, I mean, it's been good. I mean, we've been able to get tackles. It's great to hear a pop again instead of just, tagging off. But I mean, there is competition, but I feel like everybody just wants to see everybody succeed. And so we just want to put the best guys in there for the right time. And so whoever that may be, we're okay with it as long as they get the job done.
From The Athletic, Mitch Sherman.
Hey, Ty. You mentioned earlier here about kind of having an awakening at the end of last season. About how your talent wouldn't get you as far as you wanted to go, or as far as it did in high school. What do you think about the way that carries over to this year, especially because of the way that you guys are opening the season? I mean, there's certainly not any kind of tune-ups on the schedule for you in October.
Yeah, it just kind of taught me that you got to step up to the plate whether you're ready or not. Just gonna kind of throw yourself in there. But I mean, with knowing this stuff, it's either you're ready or not. I feel like I've progressed enough from last year to this year to where I can at least do my part of the job. I don't hopefully well, but I can feel like I can produce for this team just a little bit more than last year.
Does it sharpen your focus to see Ohio State and Wisconsin in week 1 and 2?
I mean, you could say yeah, but at the end of the day, they're just another football team, another great football team, and we're still going to prepare the same way we prepare for every team. So going with that, I guess if the hype's there, the hype's there. If it's not, it's not. We're still going to play football.
We'll finish up for Ty and for today with Brian Christopherson, Nebraska 24/7.
Hey, Ty, Coach Tuioti mentioned you were coming along strong, but he also mentioned Casey Rogers as a guy who's been making some strides. I just wondered if you could offer some commentary on him, on what you've seen from him, in the last few months or over this offseason.
Yeah, so Casey's also one of those guys that have joined me and been watching film every day. So I feel like me and him have been building a great chemistry together, and me and him have kind of been going through this learning process together so we can step up when it's our turn. But I mean, yeah, me and him, he's just a great player. His pass rush ability, he's gotten a lot faster, a lot stronger. He's finally understanding the game of football like it should be done with reading the offense, knowing the defense very well, knowing what he can and can't do. He's also made a very big jump, I would say, in the weight room as well. So everything's just been going up for him.
All right. Thank you, Ty. We're good. Thanks, everyone. Our next one will be Thursday.